Welcome back to Obscure Board Games. This is Fat Chance. To start, each person chooses a junk food store and takes the matching plastic man, placing them on their starting space. The Fat Chance cards are shuffled, and each player rolls the die 3 times to decide how many pounds of junk food will go on each of their 3 store spaces. The goal of the game is to have the least amount of food discs at the end. On your turn, roll the die and move clockwise around the board. If you land on another player's store, eat all of the junk food discs that are on that space. If you land on your own store space, roll the die and take that many pounds of food from the food fridge and add it to that space for your opponents to hopefully eat when they land on it. If you land on the space that says scale or steam bath, you have 2 options. Go to the scale or take a steam bath. If you choose to go to the scale, pick an opponent who you think has eaten more food than you and place both of your men on the scale. The player that is heavier loses the weigh-in. They remove all of the food discs from their man and place them in front of themselves on the table. The 2 men are then placed back on their original spaces on the board. If you choose to take a steam bath instead, roll the die and remove that many pounds of food from your man. Then place these pounds on your store spaces in any way you like. If you land on a space that says Fat Chance, draw a card and follow its instructions, or give it to another player to follow. These cards can change the game by allowing players to restock their stores, move their men or their food discs, or send them to an opponent's store to eat more food. If you land on the same space as another player, you may choose to challenge them to a weigh-in and take them to the scale. As the game progresses, the fridge may run out of food. When this happens and you need to restock your stores, you can steal the food off of your opponent's spaces. The game ends, however, when all remaining food is at one player's storefront. At this point, each player counts the number of food discs that they have on the table in front of them from losing weigh-ins. The player who has the least amount of food discs at this point wins the game.